Alright, welcome back for game 2 of round 1. We won game 1, and here we're looking at a pretty good little curve. We're not going to mulligan that. We're going to be on the draw, though. So, let's see what our opponent does. He leads with planes. Now, I'm not totally sure whether I just slam the ethereal armor on Caracol this turn. I guess now I do. Although no, because he could just, well, he could sacrifice to kill it. I think that's fine. I don't really have a better play here necessarily, because it's not like he can block and then kill the ethereal armor and eat the Caracol. Like, that's just not going to happen. So we'll see if he burns the apparition on the armor or not. He might just take here. Yep. Okay, I think that's fine. He might just be saving this for the detention sphere more than anything. Next turn, most likely our play will be Vassal Soul. And turn after that, hopefully Hussar Patrol. Our opponent appears to have stalled on lands. That is not good for him. He's got a swamp open. I don't think I care about that. Let's just battle. Yep, and here comes the Vassal Soul. I'm absolutely willing to race at this point, considering I have a lifelinker and a flyer and a spell that can put him off tempo as well as gain me 2 life. Like right now, he's just not in this game at all until he plays another land and does something relevant, which it doesn't appear he wants to do. Or is able to do, I shouldn't say wants. Yeah, we're getting there. And if I get to eat something with this Hussar Patrol, things are just going to get silly. It will get awkward when I flash this in and try to block, because he will at that point be able just to Keening Apparition away the ethereal armor. But at this point I think I'm far enough ahead to the point where it might not matter. He's going to arrest trained Caracol. I have no problem with that. Alright, bud. You got it. Yeah, we'll flash this guy in. He's smart enough not to attack in, that's good. So the plan here is just to beat, and if he tries to double block the Hussar Patrol, Dramatic Rescue will be a big blowout, and then I can also play Selesnya Sentry. So let's battle. Yeah. So at this point I'm going to, I guess it doesn't matter what I order them. I'm going to make him replay the apparition just because that costs more mana. Like if he uses half of his mana to replay this next turn, I think I'm into that. Eat the Militant, play the Sentry. And now he's drawing blue. Once again, I'm going to pray for anything but Supreme Verdict. Justiciar is back. When you have to use these detain guys defensively, they're just not nearly as good. Oh, did I just pass through my turn? That was dumb. Oh well. Whoa, that was just a brain fart. I was not paying attention. Meanwhile, I might have just done that anyway. I would have played this Plains, but with the Sentry not able to really attack profitably. There was no real attack for me there. We know he's got Keening Apparition. He can replay that. He's going to play a Sky Knight, okay. Alright, that's interesting. There's the Apparition. Whew, alright, what are we doing on our turn? Well, there's an Arrestor, that's nice. So... I think I'm going to play the Arrestor, arrest the Sky Knight, get in for 2. But I also wonder if I should be attacking with this Sentry or not, and just offering to trade with the Apparition or the Justiciar. I think it's a possibility, because I don't really want to bounce either of these 2 cards. I don't mind him trading the Justiciar for the Sentry, necessarily. Yeah, let's... detain the Sky Knight. Yeah, I think I want him to be blocking here. Which means I should have attacked with that last turn, but oh well. We're passing it back to him. That's a good Void Wielder target. Okay, so we Void Wielder the Armory Guard, and then I think we just attack with everything, because he'd have to double block the Hussar Patrol to kill it. Any block, Sky Knight's the only one that can block the Soul. That's a straight trade. The Arrestor trades with either of these other 2 cards. I mean, either way, we're getting in for 2. I think above all else, we just need to keep applying pressure with him at 8 life. Yeah, he's just going to trade. I think that's fine. We'll hold this island, sandbag it a little bit. Although now he knows we don't have Swift Justice, because we would have used it right there. Maybe I should have just played it. I mean, not that anything I draw costs more than 6 mana. Seller of Songbirds, you got it, bro. And the Armory Guard, okay. So there's a Sentry. Now, we are in a bit of a predicament now, because I can't really attack with the Hussar Patrol anymore, because he just, well, I get to eat his bird, or his Seller of Songbirds, and that's it. I don't feel like that's a fair trade. Meanwhile, if he attacks with either of these next turn, he wouldn't be able to eat the Hussar Patrol. So I think I just play the Sentry and pass. Yeah, we'll see what his follow-up play is. Because he can't really attack being at such a low life total. Like, even if he attacks with the bird, he's kind of putting himself in danger. I really need to rip an Ethereal Armor off the top. Well, he's going to get in with the bird, which probably means he has another creature to play. Okay, he wants to draw a card. That's another use of Detain. I mean, just when you're cycling this card, I don't know if that's really worth it. I think you're better off saving those cards for times when you actually need to punch through. Oh, well, that was a nice rip. So I've got some options here. I can just take out the Armory Guard and start bashing. I think that's probably the best thing I could do. I could also Detention Sphere the Arrest. Bump up the Caracol to a 3/3 lifelink for Striker and bash. The problem with that is that he still has a good block on the Sentry, a good block with Celeron, Void Wielder. He takes 5 and goes to 1. I gain 3 life. Meanwhile, if I just take this out of the equation right now, he could be looking at, like, he doesn't have any good blocks this turn, and he takes, I mean, I'm coming in with lethal. He probably just chump blocks the Sentry and takes 3. I don't know. Oh, that's tough. Like, would I rather have the extra attacker and have him the extra blocker? I don't think so. I'm glad I got to eat that Keening Apparition earlier, though. We'll get that guy out of there. Mostly just because the Armory Guard kind of bones my plan in general right now. He could have... Oh, my Hussar Patrol was an action injunction. Man, okay, I forgot about that. Still think I'm attacking. He could have... What could he have here? He could have Eyes in the Skies, but it looks like he's just going to take 3. He did not have Eyes in the Skies. Interesting to see what his play here is. A Void Wielder on the Sentry or the Patrol, I guess? Alright, yeah. Should have played that island. Oh, Jesus, a Pack Rat. Where were you when I needed you, Detention Sphere? Oh, that's right. Shot my wad. Okay, this is crazy. Now we have a legitimate game on our hands. Well, a flyer is a step in the right direction. So I can attack with the Sentry and either eat a bird or a Cellar. I mean, at most he's only going to be able to make 1 rat next turn because he only has the 1 swamp. I'm assuming he's not going to just rip another... If he rips another black source, he'll have to play it anyway, so these are only going to be 2/2s. This flyer is probably just going to get there, hopefully, depending upon what that 1 card in his hand is. So I don't think I need to attack here. I think I just play defensive and play this Griffin. And hope this isn't the guy I pass the ultimate price to. Okay, here we go. It's possible I should have attacked in with the Sentry just to see if he would have let me eat the bird as opposed to eating the Cellar. I'm pretty sure he would have just blocked with Void Wielder and Cellar, though. Kept his flyer. This Pack Rat was just a little too late for him, I'm hoping. I mean, it can turn around a game real fast. Five mana for a Skywatch, okay. I'm sure that'll go on to... Actually, I don't know what that'll go on to. Okay. He attacks with his bird, I guess. He does not attack with the bird. It's interesting. Okay, what do I want? That... How does that help me? That lets me destroy Arrest. And then I've got... Do I have good attacks at that point? Not especially. You can't Pack Rat this turn. So let's see. This is a tough board. I destroy the Arrest. I have a 3/3 first strike. I can battle in with that, the Sentry, and the Hussar Patrol. Hussar Patrol could just get eaten by Skywatch. I mean, should I just wait until next turn? I mean, you can always just block the Caracal with the Void Wielder. But then I guess he doesn't have a good block on this. So maybe I do just attack with everything here. Blow up the Arrest and bash. Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4 attackers. He has 5 blockers. And he has to block the Caracal. He has to block the Sentry. Yeah, let's see what happens here. This might be a mistake. Okay. Caracol, Sentry, Patrol Void Wielder? Yeah, why don't you do it? I didn't really do the math here. I might have just made a glorious mistake. Okay, so he just wants to... what's he gonna do? Okay. He just wants to live. He's not gonna try and eat any of my guys. He's all in on Pack Rat. That's an interesting choice. I'm gonna gain 3. Everything's gonna bounce. Okay. Alright. What's he gonna do? I don't know how he could attack here, but let's see what he does. Nope, he does not attack. Alright, so he wants to Pack Rat here. Oh, that's nice. That's real nice. Okay, so I think now I'm just on the Detain Skywatch Bash plan. Yeah, seems correct. Or I could jump Caracol Bash. Jump Caracol, jump Sentry Bash. Yeah, that seems like even better. Yep, alright, cool. We'll see you for round 2.